Good morning everyone, welcome to today's class session. So yesterday we are discussing about the creation of inventory organization. We configured item master organization as well as we configured location for inventory, and we discussed an overview on facility schedule. So facility schedule will work based on the shifts plus workday pattern plus scheduled exceptions, nothing but it's a facility schedule. Yesterday we discussed about theoretical concept of facility schedule also. So let's configure these setups in today's session. So log into the application with our implementation user. So let's sign in. We don't have sessions for the weekend session. So the class sessions are from Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. India time. So few times only we are going to schedule sessions over weekend.
Okay.
Yeah. Navigate to setup and maintenance. Navigate to procurement offering. Select organization structures functional area. Select show all task. So without selecting show all task also, here you can see directly. So manage facility shifts. The first task we need to configure is shift timings. So we can maintain n number of shifts. I'm going to create couple of shift timings. So here click on create a time shift. So once you click on shift, that is a time shift. Or else if you see drop down button, so time shift, duration shift, elapsed shift. First we'll create a time shift. Time shift nothing but from specific time to specific time every day which is going to run. So that is a time shift. So click on create time shift. So SEP underscore name. So morning shift. I'm going to configure two shifts. So we can maintain n number of shifts. I'm going to configure two shifts. SEP SPM. So the code is SPM. Start time. The start time of my shift timing is so it's at 09 hours AM. 09 hours AM. So enter a time in the same format as example 15-45. Okay, even seconds also mandatory. Okay. So the format should be not percentage. This one, someone updated the format. Okay, this is the format. AM is not okay. So this is the format which we need to maintain. So hours plus minutes plus seconds. Someone may update it over workforce development at SCM level. Someone may update it entire time format. So duration 9 hours. Duration 9. What is it? Is hours. So category. So whether work from home or work from office. So if you want to select work from office, that means he has to come to office. If you choose work from home, so remote connection option. So if you don't choose anything, then it's optional. Either they can come to office or they can come to home. So anything is fine. Shift detailed type. Flexible, none or punch. So a flexible shift timing nothing but so he has to work 9 hours in between some start time to end time. So that means, for example, we will say like so morning 9 to so till evening 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock anytime. So he can work. End of the day he has to work 9 hours. 9 hours swiping is mandatory. So or else none nothing but we are not going to maintain any shift detail time. That means they have to work for 9 hours. But so either so 9 hours they are going to work including breaks or excluding breaks. We are not going to decide. End of the day he has to come for 9 hours, and even we are not going to track clearly. So if we choose flexible, so that means so we are going to give from which day to which day he has to work for. So on what days he has to work for 9 hours, as well as how many minimum break and maximum break he has to take, and core working hours. So out of 9, 8 hours he has to work, like that we are going to choose. But we are not going to choose that only 9 to 6 he has to work. But if you choose punch, then it should be exact time. Exact punch in and punch out. He has to maintain accurately. He has to maintain 9 hours punch in and punch out. So I'm going to choose shift details type as none. Select save and close. So automatically system will create end time. So this is the start time. Automatically system creates end time as a 18 hours. So automatically system will create. This is one shift. So let's create one more shift. I'm going to create only two shifts. SAP underscore evening shift. SAP underscore evening shift. So code SPE something. So start time. So evening shift people, they will start at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. That means what we need to choose? We need to choose 18 hours because the application level, the time format is 24 hours format. So it's not the column, you need to choose dot. As per format, we need to choose dot. So duration. So evening shift people also, they have to work for 9 hours. So 9 hours a day. Category, so just we are giving both options. Shift detail type, none. Select save and close. So automatically they have to work from 6 to early morning 3 a.m. So this is the evening shift people. So select search only.
Sarath, sorry. If you keep as punch, we need to do any other setups?
So we don't need to do any setups, just that's a accurate information that we need to maintain, but we don't have default integration in the application with the punching configuration.
Okay.
Usually the punch tools are, so we are going to maintain the scanners, right? So thumb
Yes.
scanners or anything.
Yes.
So, so far maybe we have some other tool in Arkil, but in cloud application, we don't have that feature.
Okay.
Yeah. Just we need to integrate with the application, but that won't capture in detail. If you want to capture that in detail, that's, I think in warehouse management cloud that option is available. Okay.
Okay, sir.
In the standard cloud inventory application, that in detailed punching is not available. The feature is not available.
Sharath, this is Raghu. I have one question.
Yes, sir.
Nowadays, organizations are going for geographical location access. Let's take an example. If a project is operated through India from morning shifts, like in US, like they are covering geographical locations, then how do we configure those kind of setups in cloud?
Yeah, that's what actually. So in the cloud, in the standard, so ERP cloud application, that is not available. But as per my knowledge, I think that is available in Talo cloud. So in the Talo, the features are available. So I hope everyone heard about Talo, right?
No, sir.
So this is also one of ERP tool. Now owned by Arkil. I think in the Talo it is available. All these integrations and so punching options and everything available in this particular tool, not in standard ERP cloud. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So we don't have in our e-business suite cloud application like so entire global punch or anything. That's not those features or those integrations are by default not available in standard ERP cloud application. So for those we need to go with the separate ERP tools. Okay.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
But we can capture all those data and we can place all those data in our workforce development in our HCM application. Okay. So through integrations, so whatever the data is there in the other ERP tools, so which we are using for punching system, so those data we can capture and we can store in our workforce development. Okay, I think it is available in Talo. So you can, if you want to go, just go with a high level overview.
Sure, Sharath. I will do. Thank you.
So this is two shifts. One is morning shift, another one is evening shift, which we configured. Likewise, we can create n number of shifts. We can configure n number of shifts, but I am creating two. This is time shift. Then what is a duration shift? Duration shift, nothing but how many hours we are going to work, but we are not going to mention start or end time. So simply we will say 9 hours. Let's take in a day. So how many hours you want to connect? So it's up to your decision. So but there is no specific start or end time. No specific start or end time. That is a duration shift. So from morning to evening, end of the day. So you have to connect like 9 hours. Let's take an example. That is a duration shift. So as well as elapsed shift. So elapsed shift also nothing but it's a duration shift only. But the main difference where you will see is in the duration shift. Let's open duration shift. You will see the period type off or work period as well as category work from home or work from office. So you can choose these details. But so if you go to elapsed shift, so you don't see anything like off or work period. So just, I mean, the duration, even we can say that today is off, like that we can mention off period and work period. But there's a small difference in allotted shift timing is, so system won't give you option to choose either work or off period. But still, it is not mandatory in duration shift also. The simple difference between time shift and other shifts are, time shift nothing but usually we will choose start and end time. So what is the start time and the end time? Again, we are going to give whether flexible or punch, whatever the options we are going to give. So punch nothing but they have to be accurately at 9 a.m. and they have to leave at 6 p.m. like that. So that's a punch, or else flexible. So end of the day they have to connect 9 hours. Sometimes we are giving flexible options or none. So we said that is 9 hours they have to come, and that is from start time to end time. But so even we are not going to track that much in detail. That is a time shift, where time shift, period type, I mean flexible or a punch or like that, we have options. But a duration shift nothing but just we are going to give the duration, how many hours they have to work. That's it. So we don't even give start time or end time. End of the day, they have to work 9 hours like that. So we are going to give duration shift. Likewise, elapsed shift. The simple elapsed shift also duration shift only, but the difference is just, so we are not going to give option to choose either work or off period. That's all. So we configure shifts. So likewise, we will configure a number of shifts. Then workday pattern. So how many days the person is going to work in a week will be decided by workday pattern. So let's create a workday pattern. Select create workday pattern, time workday pattern, SEP underscore, so workday pattern 1. So SEP underscore workday pattern 1. So length in days. So how many days, based on the length in days only the pattern will repeat. So I'm creating for length in days 7. Start day is 1. Let's take example. So how exactly to look, I will tell you. Start day is 1 and end day is 5. So that means, so in a week, so shift name, which shift people select such. Shift name starts with SEP underscore morning shift. So in a week, so morning shift people is going to work from first day to 5 days continuously, and they will take 2 days off. So again it will repeat. Again week will repeat 7 days. A week nothing but it's 7 days. They will work continuously 5 days, and again they will take a break for 2 days, and again it is going to repeat. So that means, so usually what is IT people workday patterns? What is the IT employee workday pattern?
Monday to Friday.
Monday to Friday. That means Monday to Friday means, so continuously how many days they are working?
5 days and 2 off.
So 5 days and 2 days off. So at this moment we are deciding that they are going to work continuously 5 days. Who is going to work continuously 5 days? SCP underscore morning shift people. But whether that is Monday to Friday or Tuesday to Wednesday, how system will know? Is there any link in the system that it is from Monday to Friday so far? No, right?
There
I mean,
could be
is there any
cases.
setup so far we defined that 1 to 5 nothing but it is Monday to Friday? So far, did we define any setup?
No.
No. It's not even in manufacturing calendar. So day 1 is Monday. That's not be decided by this setup. That will be decided by next setup, not from this setup. Okay. So far we don't have any setup. Just we said that in a week, morning shift people will work continuously from from 1 to 5 days, and they will take off for 2 days. This is workday pattern 1. Select save and close. Select save and close. And I'm going to create one more time workday pattern. So SCP underscore workday pattern 2. So SCP underscore workday pattern 2. So same. So workday pattern 2 also length in day 7. Select add row. So these people I'm going to choose as they will start from 3 to 7. That means in a week, first 2 days they are going to take off, and remaining 5 days they are going to. So for example, if a week starts from, for example, okay. So if my week starts from Monday, let's take an example. week starts from Monday, then what will happen? So morning shift people will work 1 to 5. Morning shift people will work from 1 to 5, and evening shift people will work from 3 to 7. So for example, if our week starts from Monday, that means from which day to which day morning shift people will work?
Monday to Friday.
Then what about the evening shift people?
Wednesday to
Wednesday to Sunday.
But we said that 3 to 7, but so far we didn't decided that the week starts from Monday or not. Okay, so far we didn't decide it. We'll decide in the next setup. So but in a week, whenever the week start, whether it is Monday or Sunday, first 2 days evening shift, second shift people is going to take off, and they are going to work remaining 5 days. So but morning shift people, first 5 days they will work, and the last 2 days they will take off in a week. Okay.
Sarath, what will happen in the same workday pattern if we add 2 records, 1 to 5 and 3 to 7? Is it possible?
Yeah, I mean for the different shift, yes, we can add, but for the same shift we cannot add. Okay.
Oh,
For the same shift we cannot add, but for different shift we can add.
okay.
Yeah. Select search. So again, whatever errors is there, whatever system won't allow, system will pop up with the error message clearly at the same setup. So you can just read the error description. Accordingly, you can modify the setups across application.
So in this pattern, we can add 1 to 7 at morning shift, 2 records in same workday pattern.
Yes. So you cannot exceed. Why it is showing? 1 second. So you cannot select a shift that exceed a pattern length. So it is not exceeding pattern length. Length in days is 7. So start day, let's take an example. Start day 2 to 6. It's not exceeding anything. Even I mean, so 1 second. This is a small. I don't think it's a issue. So it should be a small bug, because it should have. Allow us to choose from 3 to 7 also. So this is one workday pattern. Pattern 1, which is length in days 7, 1 to 5. This is pattern 2, which is length in days from 2 to 6. Just let me edit. Okay. Just tell me, if I choose 3 to 7, why system is not allowing for this? Tell me. Any guess? Same thing will allow. Okay. So I will show you. Select cancel. So if I choose workday pattern 1, if I edit this one, so system will allow me to choose 3 to 7 here. Select save and close. In workday pattern 1, system is allowing me to choose 3 to 7, but in workday pattern 2, system is not allowing me to choose 3 to 7.
Because
so
it is evening
timing.
shift, right? Evening shift, it is crossing
it is
Monday.
crossing the day. It is crossing the day because it is 3 a.m. Nothing but it is crossing the day. That is the reason system is not allowing. Okay. Clear for everyone?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Select save and close. Then just I am modifying back as a 2 to 6, and for the workday pattern 1, I am going to modify as 1 to 5. Okay. Anytime you can modify after save also. So that means workday pattern 1, where morning shift people is going to work from 1 to 5 days in a week. We don't know at this moment whether week starts from Monday or Sunday, but whenever week starts, from the day 1 to day 5, they are going to work for 5 days, and second shift people going to work from 2 to 6. That means they will come on Tuesday. For example, if week starts from Monday, then they will come on Tuesday evening, and they will work till Saturday evening, and they will take Sunday and so Monday as off, Sunday and Monday as off. So likewise, they are going to work. So we created 2 workday patterns. Let's create facility schedule. So go to manage facility schedule, nothing but a workday calendar. So select create facility schedule. So SEP underscore facility schedule. SEP underscore facility schedule. Category pager or if you want, you can give the pager. They have to carry pager or else it's not mandatory. So start date. So I told you, right, So how system will know that what is the starting of your work week will be decided by facility schedule start date. So if you choose, for example, April 1st, then what is the April 1st? What is the date? What is the date?
Sunday.
Sunday. That means what is our work week starts?
From Sunday onwards.
That means, for example, if you want your work week starts from Monday, then what you need to choose?
Second.
Okay. Is that mandatory that we need to maintain financial calendar for inventory calendar also? Financial format? Financial year format?
Oh no.
Not required. So even I can maintain from January also. Let's take an example. January 1st is Monday. Correct?
Yes. Yes.
So if I choose January 1st as Monday and effective date, so this calendar I defined for 2019 till 2019 December. I'm configuring this calendar. So then quarterly type, how many periods you're going to maintain on monthly? Every month I'm going to maintain one period. So workday pattern. So here let's associate the workday pattern. So sequence 1 is workday pattern 1. Select search. Select SEP percentile, workday pattern 1, which is length in day 7. Select add one more row. Select sequence 2, SEP underscore workday. Sometimes system is not searching for you automatically. So select search, workday pattern 2, select OK. So create facility schedule, name, description, what is the start date. Ensure that the start date should be your work week starting day. That means if you want to start from Monday, then you have to ensure that the start day, whenever you start, the start day is Monday only. Or if you want to start from Sunday, then you have to ensure that the effective from date should be Sunday only. Like that, you have to choose carefully. Based on that only, workday pattern will work. Then how our scenario will work? So choose start and end date. We choose and start date as 1st January. That means our start date of calendar is Monday, and I have assigned workday patterns to this calendar facility schedule. Click on save and close. Click on save and close.
Yeah, hi, sir. Is it necessary to select that quarterly type?
That's not mandatory. Not mandatory, Akash. For inventory calendar, it's not mandatory.
Can you open the form again once?
Yeah, 1 second. I'm going to open the same. I'm going to search only our calendar. So here, this is our facility schedule. This is our facility schedule. First thing. Okay.
The list of values in category. What is that one?
What is that one?
In the category, there are a list of
So
values.
whether pager or work.
Page
Is a pager or do you need to carry pager? The people who is going to work in this facility schedule, do they need to carry pager or not? So or else just a work category, or else it's not mandatory. Okay. So here now how exactly this will work is, so I have defined a inventory calendar. In the calendar, I defined from January 1st to December 31st, 2019. So where I have two workday patterns, which is length in 7 days. If you open workday pattern, first workday pattern start date is 1 and end day is 5. And again it will 2 days they will take off. Again it will repeat. That means, so how it will work? So start date is 1. So what is effective from date? It is January 1st. So January 1st is Monday. That means for morning shift people, January 1st is Monday. That means for morning shift people, they are going to start from 1. That means they are going to start from Monday to Friday, and they will take 2 days off, and it will repeat across 2 years. Correct or wrong? You got the logic, right?
Yes.
Everyone got the logic, right?
Yes.
Then evening shift people, same. Second workday pattern 2, if you open workday pattern 2, so they are going to work. So start day is Monday, but they are going to work from start days 2. That means they are going to work from Tuesday. Tuesday they will connect on 6 p.m. India time, and Tuesday 6 p.m. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday. They will work from till Tuesday 6 p.m. to Saturday, even Saturday 6 p.m. they will connect. That means they are going to come back from work on Sunday 3 a.m. and they will take Sunday complete off and Monday complete off. Then they are going to connect back from Tuesday evening time. That is the workday pattern, that is the pattern will taken care by evening shift people. Evening shift people. So this is the logic which we are applying for evening shift people, who are going to connect from evening 6 to early morning 3. Likewise, you can define n number of shifts, you can configure n number of workday patterns. All those things you can associate with one facility schedule. All those things you can associate with one facility schedule. But at the time of configuring, you have to ensure that start date is clear. Okay.
Sarath, is there any join between while employee creation and employee workday pattern?
So far our ERP cloud application, we don't have that much in detailed solutions for this entire tracking system.
Okay.
Okay. So because whatever you are asking, that is complete tracking system.
Okay.
So far in our ERP cloud application, we don't have that much in detail tracking system. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's what. So we have this Tailor cloud, some other things is there, right?
Okay.
Sharath, like in EBS, we will be like once we create the calendar, we will build it, right? So do we here also do build this calendar? Do we have any
Yes, we
component?
need to assign. That is the reason. We created. That is the reason.
No. I'm telling about the build concurrent program. Once we like once we create a calendar in EBS, what we'll be doing is go to tools and then build it. Then only that it will come to the effective, right?
No. Here we don't need to go. Yeah, I got it. So just setups became simplified now.
Okay, so we don't have that build option over here.
So
It's
yeah, we don't have that. I mean, we don't need to go that one.
okay. So once it is created, it becomes effective.
Yes. Once it
Yeah.
is created, it will be effective, as well as at the time of whatever you do mistakes, automatically system won't even save.
Okay, thank you.
Sharath, the effective always should be on Monday only, the working day.
Yeah, I mean, as per effective start day, our work week starts from Monday, but it's up to our decision whether the morning shift people starts from Monday to Friday or Wednesday to Sunday will be decided by length in days and start day and end day.
My question here is, you have chosen 1st Jan 2018 because it is Monday.
Yes.
So, but April 1st, 2018 is a Sunday.
Yeah, if you choose April 1st, then it is going to be Sunday to your work week starts from Sunday.
Okay.
So in that
So that-
scenario, what you need to configure is rather than 1 to 5, you have to configure 2 to 6 like that.
Okay, then in case suppose 1st Jan 2018 falls on Sunday, then we have to choose 2nd Jan 2018 to 31st December 2019. That's how you will.
Yeah. Here, simple logic, sir. So either you can choose 2nd Jan if 2nd Jan is Monday, or else if you want to choose 1st Jan only as a start day of your inventory calendar. Let's take an example. So you want to choose your inventory calendar start date should be only 1st January. In that scenario, whenever you are creating this workday pattern, then rather than choosing 1 to 5, you have to choose 2 to 6. That's it.
Okay.
Because their workday pattern will work, your work week starts from Sunday and ends at Saturday, right? That means first day is Sunday. Then rather than choosing Sunday, choose the second. Here choose second. That means they will work from Monday. Okay.
Okay, sure.
Then choose 2 to 6.
Hi, Sharath. How can we keep a day particularly off? In this calendar, Saturday, Sunday is off, right? If we want some Christmas, something like that, we will keep off in the ERP calendars, right? Day off, day on.
Yes.
Here, how could we keep that particular day and off in the year?
Yeah, day off. Okay, that is exception.
Uh,
So that is exception. Okay. So we are going to add exceptions.
okay.
So that is exception. So exception nothing but holiday list. So yesterday we discussed, right? So facility schedule nothing but shift plus workday pattern plus exception will become a facility schedule. Remember? So I think I'm posted here also. See, facility shift plus workday pattern fair plus exceptions is equal to facility schedule. Okay, the holiday list is going to capture as an exception. Okay, then we'll create exceptions. Select done. We created a calendar. Then select show all task. Scroll down. Select manage facility schedule exceptions. So here All these are Oracle seeded exceptions. You can create your own exception. So usually we will create our own exception, nothing but a holiday list. We can upload through FBDA. The template is available, Supriya. Okay. So FBDA template is available in an Excel sheet. You can capture the data, and from there you need to load to UCM, Universal Content Manager. From there, Oracle will give you the specific programs which you need to run. Then those programs is going to place the data into the cloud interface tables. Their validations will happen. Again, we need to run one more program, so which is going to load the data to the base tables. Okay. Yeah, conversion process. So now conversion process becomes simplified, right? We don't need to go to backend. So where we don't need to create conversion templates manually, where we don't need to go with all the conversion process, wait for the loading the data. We don't need to go with all those things. So parallelly, you can work for your application. Parallelly, you can do conversion process with the help of FBDA tool, file-based data interface tool. So which is part of our training session only. Okay, so I'm going to create one exception, SCP underscore. So let's take an example. October 2 exception, October 2. So we all know what is October 2 in India, for example. So code, so some SE1, some code, start time, when exception start, when the holiday will start. So holiday will start on October 2nd and ends on when. So holiday even ends on same day, because we are giving only one day option. So second only. Alternative would complete day we are going to give off. If you uncheck this one, then specific time, only 4 hours we are going to give off, like that we can choose. All day nothing but we are going to give complete day. Period type, off or work period. It is off period we are going to give off. So by default it is off period. And category, holiday or training, we are giving holiday. We are giving holiday. So select, save and close. Likewise, whatever holidays is there, you can configure all these holiday lists anytime, and you can associate to facility schedule anytime. So select done. So select, go to manage facility schedule exceptions. Select, search our facility schedule exception. Select edit. Select edit. Select schedule exception. Select add row. Select exception name. Select search. SCP percentage. By mistake I'm controlling it on. Okay. So off period. Select OK. Select, save and close. Likewise, whatever the exceptions is there, you can add all those exceptions anytime. So just you need to configure as a schedule exceptions and add here. So my simple question. So I given October 2 is in my workday exception. So that means October 2nd is holiday. Will system allow me to perform inventory transactions on October 2nd? Will system allow me to perform inventory transactions on workday? Yes, correct.
Yes.
Then will system allow me to perform manufacturing operations on October 2nd? If I am using same calendar as a manufacturing calendar?
No.
Still yes. Manufacturing operations also system will allow us. So even if you are using same calendar. Okay, same calendar I am going to use for cycle counting calendar as also. So will system allow us to perform count sequences on October 2nd? No, correct. So if there is any exception on that day, we cannot perform cycle counting. Even system won't release schedule for that day, and even system won't allow us to perform cycle counting on the exception day. So you can use same inventory calendar for across areas. So but even that is a holiday, still system will allow you to perform inventory transactions. Still system will allow you to perform manufacturing operations. But on the holiday, system won't allow you to perform cycle counting operations. Please make a note these points. So then if you want to test, we can test. So at the time of cycle counting, we can test it. The error message we can see. Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then even if you choose, for example, okay, so that's fine. I mean, going forward, we can discuss few more scenarios. So, is everyone clear with this facility schedule?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So, to summarize it, we have to first define the shift, then workday pattern, then facility calendar, and then schedule exception, right?
I mean, I missed that.
The
Sorry, I
flow
missed
is
that.
also.
So, I mean to say that to define all the facility, we need to define all the setup. First, we have to define the shifts, then workday pattern.
Yes. First, we need to configure shift. Then we need to configure workday pattern. Then we need to assign shift to workday pattern first. Okay. Then create facility schedule. Nothing but calendar. Then assign calendar. I mean, assign workday pattern to calendar.
Uh,
Okay. And so everyone is asking the questions, right? Okay. So I mean, just I recollected something. So we have a tool in Arkill, like Arkill time and labor. Labor. Let's see. Arkill time and labor for human resources. So here actually Arkill is going to give you how to integrate with, I mean, so how to integrate this workforce management, complete workforce management, how to integrate. Here you can see actually time and labor. So documentation, which is a HCM only, human capital management only. But here, so fusion time and labor, extensive time collection, device support plus web clock. So I mean, so whatever from the device also, how we have to collect. So all these things available in human capital management. But what will happen is, so here you can see key features. Port time, usually create different types of time cards, flexible approvals, time clock support, support all types of cognizant, decrease payroll preparations and serious single. Okay, see time and labor as a integrated time entry with absence management to provide a seamless. So the time and integrated payroll as well as other third-party payroll systems. Also, the standard validated integrations emphasize the out of the box. Okay, okay. So what it means is, so system will allow you stand direct integrations with other party tools directly to capture data. So remember earlier I told you, right? So in the human capital management, we can store all the data. So whatever the capturing you want to capture the punching from the machines. So I mean, even direct integration API is also available to integrate with our cloud application. Okay, but again, integration is a different, I mean, different concept. But now default API is available in human capital management application. Okay, as part of workforce management, time and labor. This you have to again go with human capital management. I mean, I'm not very good with human capital management, guys. Okay.
I said you said
Sorry?
that inventory calendar and manufacturing calendar will do performance on the holidays, whereas cycle count calendar will not allow. Is there any column or checkbox is restricting?
No, by default, the functionality itself it will restrict.
Okay.
The functionality itself it will restrict. Okay. Okay. Then we created a.
The calendar would be only one, right? We do not have
No, it's
it.
up to you. You can create a number of calendars. For cycle counting itself, you can create a separate calendar where you don't need to give any exception. Even that is also possible.
Okay.
Only for cycle count also you can create another calendar. Only for manufacturing calendar you can create another calendar. So inventory you can maintain. That means what will happen is, so inventory operations, for example, we are maintaining separate shift timings. For manufacturing plant, we are maintaining separate shift timings. Let's take an example. Separate patterns and even separate calendar we can maintain. And same for cycle counting also. End of the day, all three belongs to one warehouse plant only. In the same warehouse only, we can maintain three different calendars.
But we are not defining any calendar, right? The only way we are doing is
We will create one and we will use the same.
no in the this particular facility shift schedule. So we are only giving the start date and end date of those. That will create a calendar, right?
Yeah, again you can create. I mean others also. That's what I'm saying. Again, if you want, you can configure other shifts, other workday patterns, and you can associate those patterns to the another facility schedule, and you can use that another facility schedule for manufacturing area. Like that also you can do that one. We created one. Okay.
Sir, one more question. By assigning this facility schedule to the inventory organization, it will treat as inventory calendar.
Yeah, that is, I mean, facility schedule nothing but it's inventory calendar.
Okay.
The setup facility schedule nothing but, so okay, not only inventory calendar, the setup facility schedule nothing but, so this is a calendar setup which we can use for inventory or manufacturing as a manufacturing calendar or cycle count calendar. Guys, whenever you are not speaking, please go on mute. Yes, specific covers is possible in cloud application, but I'm not sure whether it is not possible or not in cloud. But you said that it is not possible. Okay. So in cloud, yes, few hours also it is possible, exception. You people please try just a 1 minute concept. And if you don't, get it, then I will discuss next session.
Sarath, hello.
Okay.
Hi, Sarath.
Yeah. Yes.
And facility schedule, we will do everything: inventory, calendar, manufacturing. How could it is system know it is inventory or it is manufacturing or it is cycle count calendar?
The way you assign.
Assign.
If you assign for inventory, that is inventory calendar.
Okay.
If you assign in cycle counting setup, there is a cycle count calendar. If you assign in manufacturing plant parameters, there is a manufacturing calendar.
Okay, fine.
Okay, then we'll create inventory organization. All the prerequisites are available. Let's go to manage inventory organizations. Let's go to manage organization, unit organizations. Select create inventory organization. So far we didn't create any. So let's create a inventory organization. So naming convention. As the navigation, we are navigating from create inventory organization. By default usage is inventory management. Name SEP underscore Hyderabad underscore inventory organization. SEP underscore Hyderabad underscore inventory. So earlier in e-business suite, code should be 3 digits, 3 numbers only. Remember the code, maximum 3 numbers.
Yes, sir.
But here we can write anything, characters or anything. Length is nearly some 18 characters or 30 characters is there. So usage is inventory management, and inventory should associate with some business unit. It should fall under some business unit. That is SEP underscore South BU. So primary ledger SEP underscore IN underscore primary ledger. From there the accounting entries comes and it belongs to SEP legal entity. And location, by default BU location will populate, and even location is mandatory and it is available in SCP underscore Hyderabad inventory location. This is what I have done. Just if you select SCP underscore tab out, then system will open search and it will open to.
It is the profit center business unit by the setup which we done at business unit, right? It is profit center business unit.
Yes, profit center. We enable default legal entity checkbox.
Okay.
That is because of the checkbox, it became this business unit became profit center business unit. That means so the inventory organizations which follows under this particular business unit where we can maintain costing module. Cost management we can maintain. So SCP underscore H tab out automatically system will search. Or else we all know how to search. So we already discussed a lot of times how to search, right? So you can search from the drop down button also. Click on next. Let's go to organization parameters. So today we'll discuss only general information. So lot and control we'll discuss at the time of inventory. Item sourcing we'll discuss at the time of OM. Today we'll discuss only general. First tell me, when we open organization parameters, what is the difference you people identified when compared to EBS? In EBS, how many tabs we use it to have? In organization parameters, in EBS, how many tabs we have?
Yeah, accounting information is not there. No?
Yeah, that means after general, what is the tab we have in EBS?
Purchase.
Costing.
Costing.
Now we don't have costing tab. Second one. So we have lot and serial. Item sourcing is there. Apart of item sourcing, is anyone observed about ATP tab?
Yes.
And is there anything like other accounts tab?
Yes.
And is there anything like warehouse management which is grayed out if you don't enable WMS enabled?
Yeah.
Yes, right. Warehouse management tab also will come if you enable warehouse management checkbox.
Yes. Yes.
But now, first thing, costing tab removed from inventory. That means cost accounting will treat as a complete separate setups. Okay, the setups will treat as separately. Just give me 1 minute. So we are getting some disturbance. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, so costing setups is totally removed from this application. First thing, and accounts we need to choose as a SLA setups where receipt accounting and cost accounting SLA setups only, but not from inventory point of view. So even in real time, who is going to take care of accounts?
Finance.
Ideally, it should be financial team, right?
Yes.
Because we don't know what is the combinations we need to choose. So whatever financial team is going to give the values, we need to choose those values. But usually there is always a small disturbance between finance and supply chain management team in terms of inventory accounts capture. That is the reason. So Arkell totally removed account options from inventory point of view. So now whatever the account should be taken care as a receipt accounting and cost accounting. There also the accounts won't come in receipt accounting or cost accounting. The accounts belongs to SLA only, and SLA setup across application, even FEA or purchasing or entire SLA should be taken care by finance team, not only in cloud but also in EBS also. Usually SLA setups, we will take care of SLA, supply chain accounting setups. Is anyone worked on SLA setups so far? All people are working employees only. Is anyone worked on SLA setups?
Sir.
No, because SLA should be taken care by financials, and now all these accounts should capture under SLA only. So totally now it's in financial team bucket. So we don't need to. We don't need to take care of anything. Accounts including COGS or defer COGS or any accounts should be defined by financial team as part of SLA setups. So then general information. What is the facility schedule? We just configure the facility schedule. For my inventory, this is the facility schedule. Then what is the time zone? Universal time zone 530 hours. Then item mass recognition. So whatever IMO you are going to assign, that means the items which created in SEP IMO, only those items we can associate with Hyderabad inventory. Then starting region. What is the item starting region in your inventory? It's a by default 0. Locator control. So at this moment keep as no locator control. So but in future whenever we discussed about locator control we'll discuss. So but my simple question. So if you go to the client location, so client is not using any locators concept. Let's take an example. In Hyderabad inventory, client is not using any locator concept. Then what you will do and what you will suggest to your client? A ideal, perfect implementation in terms of this setup, what you are going to propose to your client?
To
So
have
he has
stock
to make,
locators.
locator.
Sorry?
He has to opt the locator control. We can suggest him.
Yeah, he said that he don't want locator control. That's fine. We are okay with his business model at this moment. You don't need locator control. Then what is the setup you are going to say? Are you going to choose no locator control?
Dynamic entry locator.
Dynamic entry. Are you okay with that? No. So dynamic entry are predefined whatever we choose it here. So those things will applicable for entire organization setup level. Rather than choosing any of these things, we can suggest them to go with the locator control determined at sub-inventory level. That means, so each and every sub-inventory level, we can say whether we want to maintain locator or not. So again, at the time of sub-inventory level, we can choose no locator control. So what is the reason is, once you create inventory and once you perform transactions and once there is a on-hand quantity, will system allow you to make the changes? If there is any on-hand quantity, one, so then
No,
system
no,
allow you. No, right?
no.
No, that is the reason. If you suggest locator control determined at sub-inventory level, then in future, for example, they want to maintain locator control, then so a simplified solution. So specific sub-inventory, they can make it blank, they can make it on-hand quantity 0. So then in that specific sub-inventory, they can change the setup. Likewise, at least from 6 months to 1 year, they can change their entire inventory as a locator control. So one by one. But if you choose at no locator control, then if you want to make changes, you have to, I mean, empty entire inventory, which is not possible at any cost. Correct?
Yes.
So that is the reason. Ideally, you have to suggest as a locator control determined at sub-inventory level. So we are going to discuss all the possible scenarios. At this moment, I am going to place no locator control to see what is the error message we are going to receive. And so locator controls also will discuss in detail, guys. We'll discuss in detail. So minimum for 2 hours, we are going to discuss locator control. At this moment, locator control now. Allow negative balances. Allow negative balances nothing but. So are you going to, yes, someone. Okay. Allow negative balance is nothing but, so once your on-hand quantity becomes 0, if you want to perform some transactions, whether system will allow you or not will decided by this checkbox. If you enable allow negative balances, then system will derive into negative quantity and it will allow. So what is the possible scenarios? Usually a business people will use this allow negative balances. What are the possible scenarios? Why we need to enable this checkbox? Tell me 2 scenarios.
So when there will be audit or anything,
Sorry?
when there will be audit of physical inventory transaction, counting.
Yeah, I mean, so if there is no real on-hand quantity, why we are going to perform transactions? So because let's take for testing purpose, let's take an example for testing purpose. So we do, rather than creating miscellaneous transaction, miscellaneous receipt every time, with the help of allow negative balances, we can do that one. Or else a real business purpose is, so we receive the material. So we received the material and the material is in our inventory only. So but so from receiving location to we need to transfer to bulk sub inventory. Let's take an example. From bulk to we need to perform picking and we need to place to staging sub inventory. But what happened is, so it is in receiving sub inventory and we didn't perform the put away transaction. So but by default I just want to perform picking as the real material is available in inventory. So I just performed picking. So and directly transfer from receiving sub inventory to staging sub inventory, where receiving sub inventory I mentioned as a sub inventory type as a receiving. If sub inventory type as a receiving without delivering to so storage sub inventory, system won't track the on hand quantity. In that scenario, system still will show as 0 only, and whenever you perform the picking it will go into negative. Then once you perform the put away transaction from sub inventory type receiving to sub inventory type stores, then the on hand quantity will update. But so system will save some good amount of time, so to ensure that we ship the material in time to the client. This is couple of business scenarios where we are going to enable allow negative balances. Sometimes based on the mismatch of on hand quantity, so in real we have so 110, but in system we have 100 quantity only. Whenever we are performing picking, so we see that there is a 110 quantity is there. For example, whenever we counting and we pick 110 quantity and we choose 110, let's take an example. Then in system 100, then ideally what we need to do, we need to perform a miscellaneous receipt to adjust the on-hand quantity. So at this moment, if you want to pick, so if you enable allow negative balances in the system, it will allow us to perform picking. Then later, so after verifying, so our warehouse managers or someone, they're going to perform a miscellaneous receipt to adjust the on-hand quantity. These are the possible scenarios why we need allow negative balances checkbox. So if you don't enable also, that is not a big deal. Clear?
Come again, sir, the scenarios, real-time scenarios.
Okay. So first scenario, there is a mismatch in on-hand quantity. There is more in real, but in system it is less. So then usually we need to perform miscellaneous receipt to increase the on-hand quantity in system also. Before creating miscellaneous receipt, so some customer is waiting. First you want to perform picking if there is a real on-hand quantity is there. So 110 you want to pick, but if you don't increase in system, what will happen? System won't generate any picking reports. For that purpose, if you enable allow negative balances, system will allow us and it will go to -10. Then later our warehouse management team will will adjust manually by creating a miscellaneous transaction. That is one scenario. Another scenario, the material is in receiving sub-inventory. Receiving sub-inventory, again we can define two types. One is sub-inventory type as receiving, sub-inventory type as storage. So if the material is in sub-inventory type receiving, then system won't show you on-hand quantity for availability. Then, but in real we have, in that scenario also, directly we are going to perform picking and we are going to ship to the customer. But later, whenever we perform a put away transaction from sub-inventory which is a type is receiving to sub-inventory which is type storage, then on-hand will adjust. This is another scenario. Another scenario is just for a testing purpose.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, it's already 9:10. So tomorrow we'll discuss the remaining fields and tomorrow we'll create sub-inventory. Select save. Select save. So it's already 9:10. So tomorrow, because again minimum 30 minutes required, right? So tomorrow we'll discuss the remaining fields. Select save and close. Select done. So that means from tomorrow, by tomorrow, we are going to complete the enterprise structure discussion. From Monday onwards, we will start with product information management. Okay, guys?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So, any questions?
Yesterday video, can you say?
Yeah, I will share.
And Sarath, one more thing. Hello. You said that for every 2 weeks the instantly refresh, so that whatever the status we are doing will be deleted or something.